Test. There is little doubt that Beethoven had a great amount of influence on P.D.Q. Bach's music. There's also a lot of evidence to suggest that P.D.Q. Bach had a great influence on Beethoven's deafness. This is largely attributed to Beethoven's habit, whenever he saw P.D.Q. Bach coming, of stuffing coffee grounds into his ears. Nevertheless, it is very likely that Beethoven did play the set of variations that he wrote on his theme to the Eroica Symphony to P.D.Q. Bach, because the theme from the Eroica variations bears a certain kind of resemblance to the theme from the variations for band instruments and piano. The name we musical people give to this sort of resemblance is identical. But other than that, the pieces aren't really much alike. You know, P.D.Q. Bach didn't really consider plagiarism as stealing, he merely considered it recycling. But where Beethoven's variations were written for piano alone, P.D.Q. Bach made use of several of the instruments that he had become familiar with during his time. The theme of this is stated on the windbreaker. This is a windbreaker. I'm not sure why it's called a windbreaker. It doesn't resemble a jacket in any way that I can see. The best thing to do with a windbreaker, I think, is ignore it. If you can. That's what I intend to do. I highly recommend it. The first variation has a colorful bit of writing for the balloons. The second variation is for the slide whistle. The slide whistle is customarily used for sound effects and things like cartoons. It's rarely used in serious classical composition, and you're about to hear why. The next variation is for the slide windbreaker. The slide windbreaker is much like the regular windbreaker, except that it enables the soloist to slide from note to note without sacrificing any of the obnoxious tone quality of the original windbreaker. The next variation, this is a curious one, ancient Viennese cowboys developed a method of twirling their lariats above their head with such great speed that they produced a musical pitch. Now, P.D.Q. Bach made use of this in an instrument that he called the lasso d'amore. Unfortunately, the art form died out rather abruptly in the second half of the 18th century. And again, you're about to hear why. The final variation is a colorful bit of writing that tests the soloist's ability to play foghorn, kazoo, and bell. Please enjoy variations for band instruments and piano.